A feeder that sits full for days. No birds, no calls, just silence. The yard looks perfect. The seed is fresh. The bird bath is clean. But the birds have made a decision. They are not coming back. Most people assume the birds just moved on, or the season changed. But the truth is often hidden in plain sight. Your yard may be actively signaling danger, disease, or unpredictability to every bird in the neighborhood. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a simple checklist to diagnose exactly what might be driving the birds away from your own yard. And the first reason is often the most overlooked. It has nothing to do with the seed itself. When birds stop visiting, most people assume the food is bad or the birds are gone. But the problem is rarely the seed. Birds are constantly mapping their environment for risk versus reward. This is called the landscape of fear. A full feeder in a dangerous location is not a resource. It's a trap. The wrong assumption is, if I fill it, they will come. The reality is, birds may be watching from cover, deciding that your yard is simply not worth the risk. So what exactly makes a yard feel dangerous? Let's start with the most common invisible threat. Reason 1. The invisible danger zone. The feeder is in the middle of the lawn. It looks open and easy. To a bird, it looks like a hawk buffet. Birds need a quick escape route. Open lawns mean high predation risk. If a feeder is more than about 10 feet from the nearest shrub or tree, many birds will simply not use it. But here's the part most people miss. Placing a feeder inside dense cover is also a problem. Predators like cats and sharp-shinned hawks can hide there. The bird needs cover to escape to, but the feeder shouldn't be in the hiding spot. The solution is simple. Move the feeder closer to cover, but not inside it. This one change can bring birds back within days. Look closer at your yard. Is your feeder in a safe zone or a danger zone? Reason 2. The glass wall. A feeder near a window seems like a great view, but the glass may be the reason birds are gone. Window collisions can be a serious risk for backyard birds. If birds have hit that window before, they may remember, and they may tell others. Research suggests that building collisions may be a significant cause of bird mortality in the United States each year. A feeder near a reflective window can create a fatal trap. There is a safe zone. Place your feeder either within 3 feet of the glass, so birds can't build up enough speed to hurt themselves, or more than 30 feet away. If birds have hit that window before, the area becomes a learned danger zone. They may not come back until the threat is removed. Reason 3. The unpredictable yard. Birds can get used to a lot. A mail carrier at the same time every day. A lawnmower on Saturday morning. Routine activity is fine. But there is one thing birds never learn to ignore: unpredictability. Sporadic loud noises, sudden movement, kids sprinting toward the feeder, dogs bursting out of doors. These are panic triggers. A bird that has to flush repeatedly from a feeder is a bird that is burning precious energy. Over time, that yard becomes a stress zone, not a food source. The yard may feel calm to you. To a bird, it may feel like a panic zone. The key is predictability. If your yard has sudden, irregular disturbances, birds will learn to avoid it. Reason 4. The silent predator. You may not see it, but the birds do, and they are watching for it every second. Outdoor cats are one of the most significant human-related threats to birds. Research suggests they may kill a significant number of birds annually in the U.S. But here's the quiet clue. Even a cat that never catches a bird can make the yard feel unsafe. Many songbirds, such as chickadees and sparrows, can detect cat scent, movement patterns, and hiding spots. A yard with a regular cat visitor may be a yard birds have learned to avoid entirely. They don't need to see the cat to know it's there. The information is in the air. Reason 5. The dirty feeder. The seed looks fine, but what is growing inside the feeder may be the real problem. Mold, bacteria, and diseases like salmonella and conjunctivitis thrive in dirty feeders. Birds can smell or sense an unhealthy feeder. A dirty feeder may become an unhealthy place for birds to eat. If a bird gets sick at your feeder, it may not come back, and if it dies, the other birds may learn to avoid the location entirely. A clean feeder is a safe feeder. A dirty one may be silently repelling every bird in the neighborhood. Most people never notice this, but it's one of the most common reasons birds disappear. Reason 6. The wrong seed. The bag was cheap. The birds seem to ignore it. There is a reason for that. Cheap mixed seed is often heavy on millet, wheat, and filler grains that many songbirds simply discard. Birds may visit once, find nothing they want, and never return. They are picky eaters. If the menu is wrong, they will eat somewhere else. Preferred seeds are black oil sunflower seeds, sunflower chips, Niger seed, and quality suet. If you want to attract a wide variety of birds, skip the filler. Reason 7. The rancid surprise. Seed can go bad, and birds can tell long before you can. Suet and seed can go rancid in heat or humidity, producing odors and off flavors birds strongly avoid. Moist seed clumps can grow fungi that cause lethal respiratory infections. Fresh food is a magnet. Rancid food is a repellent. If your feeder has been sitting in the sun for weeks, smell the seed. If it smells musty or off, replace it. This is where the yard becomes interesting again. Reason 8. The empty promise. A feeder that is full 1 week and empty the next sends a message. Birds have excellent spatial memory. They remember which yards are reliable, especially during harsh weather like deep snow or late winter. An inconsistent feeder breaks that trust. A bird that finds an empty feeder during a cold snap may not waste energy checking that yard again. Consistency matters more than quantity. A reliable yard is a trusted yard. If you start feeding, try to keep it up, especially during the toughest months. Reason 9. The overcrowded feeder. Too many birds can be just as bad as no birds at all. Overcrowded feeders lead to increased aggression and higher disease risk. Dominant species like starlings, grackles, and house sparrows can monopolize a feeder. Subordinate species, the small finches, the timid sparrows, may abandon the yard entirely. The solution is to use multiple smaller feeders instead of one large one. Different seed types and feeder styles can partition the space, giving smaller birds a chance. Sometimes the problem is not the yard, it is the other birds. Reason 10. The too clean yard. A perfectly manicured lawn may look beautiful to you. To a bird, it may look empty. Many birds forage in leaf litter for insects, spiders, and seeds. Removing all leaves and using weed barrier cloth or heavy mulch eliminates a crucial foraging layer. Pesticides and weed-free lawns remove the insects that over 90% of terrestrial bird species feed their young. Birds need more than a feeder. They need a habitat. A yard with life in the soil and leaves on the ground is a yard birds will call home. Now you know the 10 things. But how do you find out which one is affecting your yard? Start by watching from a distance. Do birds approach the feeder and then leave without eating? This can help you identify if the feeder placement or seed quality is the issue. Next, check the feeder placement. Is there cover nearby? Is it too close to a window? Then, look for signs of disease or spoilage. Is the seed moldy? Is the feeder dirty? Also, observe the time of day. Are they only coming early in the morning or at dusk when predators are less active? Listen for alarm calls. Are the birds in the area giving warning calls? That's a sign a predator is nearby. Finally, look at your yard from a bird's perspective. Is it a habitat or a hazard? Your yard is not empty. The birds are not acting randomly. They are responding to the only world they have: food, safety, light, sound, memory, and routine. When you learn to notice those signals, ordinary backyard bird behavior becomes easier to understand. The silence was not a mystery. It was information, and now you know how to read it. Your yard is not just a space. It is a living system, and you are part of it. Understanding these signals makes bird behavior feel less random and more connected to the world around you. If this helped you see your yard differently, Subscribe for more simple guides on bird behavior, hidden bird science, and backyard bird watching. I'll see you in the next video.